video I'm going to show you how to set up your manual transfer switch for your generator. So this is your transfer switch right here. This is the thing that you're going to toggle between generator and utility power. This is your power inlet. This is where you're going to be backfeeding your power from your generator from, and over here is your generator. First things first is you want to make sure that your generator is at least 5 foot at minimum away from any spot where it could come into your house. Windows, dryer vents, garage doors, anything like that. So, and what you're going to be plugging into is, I don't have the cord right now, this is just going to be a step-by-step on what you do. First thing is what you're going to do is you're going to start your generator. And after you start your generator, you want to make sure that right here, this is your circuit breaker for your 240 120 volt plug, which is right here. This is the receptacle you will be using. It's a 30 amp twist lock. And so you want to make sure that that's off. While that's off right now, you're going to go over to your power inlet over here. You're going to plug your cord into your power inlet after plugging it into your generator. And while you have all that stuff going, while your generator started, your generator should be running smoothly. When you first start it, sometimes it'll be running a little rough, which you want to wait to turn put the power to your house for when it's running smoothly. Another thing to note here is, with this transfer switch, it gives you the ability to control your whole entire house with your generator, which the generator isn't able to handle everything that you have in your house, but it gives you the ability to turn off and on things to, and really use your generator to its full potential. So another step you would do would be come in here, and you would want to turn off all your double poles first, since your generator, it's 5,500 watts, and some of these things draw, if they're using their full amount, you'll overload it, which worst thing that would happen is you'll trip the little circuit breaker on. So you want to turn all of these breakers off. 120 sources would be fine, which is all the single pole breakers here. So you'll be okay with that. So next thing is what you'll do is at the bottom of the transfer switch here, there's a little latch. So you're going to hit that latch. The cover door is going to drop down about ½ an inch. Then you open it up. Inside here is what you have. You have this breaker here is your 200 amp main, which is controlling your whole house. And then what you have here is your generator is a 5,500 watt generator. So you have, it's equivalent to 30 amps. So right now you're on utility power and you have this breaker on. So in the event of a power outage, what you'll do is first you will turn off your main breaker here. So that killed the power to utility, so that's off. There's a little lever here. What this lever does is restricts you to turn on both power sources at the same time. So you will lift this up and you will flick this breaker on, the double pole 30, which is your generator power, which a little hard to see, a little blurry there, but it says generator supply right here. So you're going to flip this on, and then at that point your generator should be running smoothly. And you will go over to here and turn it on. And you'll be running on generator power at that point. At this point, when your utility power is restored and you no longer need your generator power, first thing is what you will do is you can go over to your generator here. First thing would be to shut off your circuit breaker on your generator here. So now that kills the power to your going to the power inlet. And let the generator run. It's best to let it run with no load on it for a few minutes. And then what you would do is you would go back over to your transfer switch here, and you're going to flip off the generator power. And as you can see, when I flipped it off, the bar here that restricts both utility and generator being on at the same time falls down, and then at that point you can turn on your utility power and you're back on utility power. Then you would shut your transfer switch up, close it, and you lift it up a little bit, and then this latch will lock it in place. And then you will disconnect your cord and disconnect it from your generator. And just an important thing to note too is this here is ultimately the circuit breaker for your twist lock here. So anytime you're plugging in the generator and in your power inlet, it's important to keep this off so there's no power coming out of this plug. And then once your plug is all set up, then you can turn this thing back on. And that's everything that you really need to know for hooking up your generator for a manual transfer switch.